welcome back to my channel. Today I filmed a tutorial on how I get big lips naturally. Now, I am terrified of needles. At one point I did consider getting lip injections. I had the appointment set and everything, and thank God I opted out of it, because while I was pregnant, honestly, I've never been more in love with my lips than during that time. I feel like I was definitely swollen in the right areas, and for me, it was my lips and the boobies. So I don't recommend you going out there and getting pregnant, but if you're interested in learning how I get this pout, I suggest you keep on watching and save those hundreds and thousands of dollars for something maybe more important. So I've already done my makeup, as you can see, and this will be the last step. Just purchased a new one of these because I go through them like water. This is the Nars Laguna bronzer palette. So this is what I use to personally contour my face. This is what I use from the bridge of my nose, my cheeks, and now my lips. So this is something very different that I do. Most artists, what they like to do is use a brown pencil to kind of contour their lips. But to me, this is just a lot more natural looking. So what I like to do is fill in the bottom as if there's a shadow there. And that gives the illusion of a plumper lip. So you see already the outline of my bottom lip looks bigger. Now, moving on to the top. Basically, I use this as a lip liner, but in powder form. Outline the top part of my lip. I would recommend that if you are a lighter skin tone, you use a lighter shade bronzer, but I'm pretty dark, so Laguna is what suits me. There we go. Now that we're done with that step, what I like to do is just smudge it in a little bit with my finger. Just like that. I swear, fingers work better than any brushes, especially when you want a more natural look. The next product that I use is the Kat Von D Vida lip liner. The reason I choose this particular shade is because I think that in the summertime, or any time that I see my lips' true undertone, it's more of like a pinkish color. So I would suggest using a liner that is closest to your undertone. So I start out with the bottom first. I do overline a tiny drop, and also the bottom middle. And then I go on to the top. I line my Cupid's bow. And anytime that I'm applying, I keep pressing my lips so that it gets onto the other side evenly. So now I go on to my top corners. Now that I'm pretty much done lining, I like to take my pinky and smudge it a little bit so you don't get that harsh difference of colors. So I like this tone on myself, but if you do want to go a little bit darker, this is definitely a liner that you can continue building. The next thing that I like to do is use the Too Faced Lip Injection Extreme. So this is a lip plumper. I don't really like the smell of it, but I really think that it does the job. So here we go. And the next thing that I like to use is the Glam Glo Plumprageous Lip Gloss. So this right here is the magic stick. This is what I like to use to really give me that pump. And honestly, I feel like it lasts throughout the whole day for me. And even after it's worn off, I still feel that my lips are more plump than usual. So this is my go-to. The Glam Glo Plumprageous Lip Gloss. It's a lip plumper. Oh God. It's a little hard to open, as you could tell. Okay. This stuff looks serious, doesn't it? So this one's a brand new one. They were actually on sale for Black Friday, so I had to get one yesterday. And I'm just gonna apply in the middle first, because that's where I want the majority of the product. Apply in the top, press your lips together, you'll immediately feel it tingling. I don't like to put too much on the corners just because I think that the meat and the juice of the lip should be in the middle, not on the sides. I think it looks a little silly when the sides are thicker than they should be. And then I just take my ring finger and spread it out a little bit. If you feel like you messed up at all with the liner and it went over the boundary of where it should have been, you can just take a little more of your foundation or concealer and just go over that line. So I don't always do this, but if you do want some extra dimension, I like to use any highlighter really, but for today I'll be using the Becca Moonstone highlighter. And I just dip my ring finger into it, pat it, and apply it just to the middle and the top. Now, if you don't like to use gloss for whatever reason, I know it gets messy, your hair gets caught in it, you can just use a chapstick or any sort of lip moisturizer instead. So this is the final result on lip injected lips without the needles. Let me know what you'd like to see next down in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe.